Hi guys, welcome back again. My name is Afi and I am back again with another video. First of all, I'm so excited to be back on the video grind, to be honest. And I feel like I say some words so much that you can just hear me saying it even before I say it, because I can hear myself saying it before I say it. So I'm back again, of course, with my notebook as usual. I love having notebooks around, honestly. I think it's so nice to just write down stuff. So today's video is going to be a 2021 must-haves, and that's basically the stuff that I am making sure to have in 2021. And the first thing that I would like to say that I have to have is my Google Calendar. First of all, I've mentioned it a couple of times that I use Google Calendar to plan my days, and I started it in September last year. September 2020, I began planning on Google Calendar, and my life is changed. I don't think I can ever go back to not using Google Calendar, because I think it's so convenient. It's such a convenient thing, and I think that the whole Google stuff is so convenient, because you can download it on any phone, you can have it on your laptop, you can have it, you just have it everywhere. Even on an Apple, you can have Google stuff. So it's very, very convenient. So Google Calendar is my first must-have. My second must-have actually is something that's new. Last year I was using a planner, one of those planners that you get from banks or whatever. That's what I was using, and it helped me so much. I started using it in May, and basically since I started using my Google Calendar, I haven't been too good on that. So I decided to sort of I don't want to call it I don't want to call it a bullet journal, because it's really not. It's just this binder. I bought this from, I think I bought it from Naivas, actually. I can't remember, but I bought it from somewhere like that. Naivas or Tasky is one of those shops, and it's such a cute one, honestly. Can we just appreciate how beautiful this looks? Anyway, so I bought this there, and I basically decided to just do different spreads. So maybe I'll do a whole walkthrough with me in my planning thing, but in this I basically just keep track of my year. So I have a page for a year at a glance, so 2021 at a glance, which is basically all the months, January to December. And I basically just write the stuff that is supposed to happen. So when a plan comes up, I basically write it there, and sometimes I'll write the actual date. And then I have different pages for different dates. So January has its own, for different months. So January has its own month, and then February, March, April, May, June, July till December. And so if anything comes up, I will put it in there as well. And I put that also in my Google Calendar, just so that I can have everything everywhere. I think it's just convenient. So this is my second must-have, a planner. My third must-have is my prayer journal, and my prayer journal sort of comes with my my prayer journal is also a binder, and this I just got in the house. It used to be my sister's, and I just decided to take it up. It still has her name on it even. So anyway, I decided to take it up, and this is sort of my prayer journal, and I just basically use papers, and of course you can't see that, but I just use papers and I put them in. And usually I'll write the stuff that I get from my Bible plans, stuff that I get from speeches I listen to or read, stuff that I get from when pastors are preaching and stuff like that. I really, really love that thing, actually. I started using it last year, I think, and it has saved my life. The next thing is my actual journal, where I write down my thoughts, and of course you can't see what's up here, but it's sticky notes that basically have statements that I like. The first sticky note actually is written, deal with your emotions or they will deal with you. And that's basically something I got from a podcast, and that stuck with me, and so I'm keeping it there, because I'm very good at avoiding my emotions. So it's just nice to remember I need to deal with my emotions or they will deal with me. And then the next is the next sticky note on top just has Bible verses. I haven't mastered them, but it's Galatians 5:22. There's 1 Corinthians 13 verse 4 to 7, and Matthew 11:28. Usually I just note them down, but I think I intend on putting them up somewhere. But because usually I like to put stuff up just so that I can see it. And so this is my journal. I basically just write stuff, and I like to use this basic book, Kartasi. Is it Kartasi? I don't know. It's Kartasi. No, it's Kasuku. Sorry, it's Kasuku. And I just buy it from Taskies or anything. I just like using simple stuff. so that it's easily accessible, like something that I can actually easily access, because I write quite a bit, and so I can't choose complex stuff, because if I'm spending 300 on a book and then it's finishing in 1 month, I cannot spend 300 every single month. Like, that is mad. This one is like, I think 50 bob or 20 bob even, I don't even know, it was cheap like that. So I just said, let me just buy these cheap ones, and I bought 2 of them, and I'm not done with this one. And sometimes I'll even like pluck pictures from here and put them into my prayer journal. So when I'm like journaling, I mean, it's just different, and I'm still trying to figure out the whole logistics. I'll probably have a video later on about how that stuff works. But yeah, so this is my fourth must have. All right, so my 5th one is this notebook that I like to use. This notebook is what I use when I have meetings and just different different conversations with different people. When I had a workshop in December, and I think I'm gonna have an entirely different video about that, but when I had a workshop in December, I basically just used this book. When I had a meeting, I used this book. When I was doing my CBL internship, I don't know if I mentioned it here before, but when I was doing my CBL internship last year, this is where I used to write down my notes. And so yeah, this is just basically a very handy notebook. My mom bought it for me. It's really, really cute. So this is my 6th must have, I guess. So my next one is sticky notes. Y'all, I love sticky notes. I think sticky notes are so important. Usually I just go, like, if I don't have them at home, I'll just go into a shop and I will buy one, because I need sticky notes in my life. I don't know how people live without sticky notes, but I really like sticky notes. Something that I've actually incorporated into my prayer journal is like writing. So essentially in my prayer journal, I use papers from like drawing books, that it's like clear, because I've been looking for notebooks that have clear pages, and it seems like Kenyans do not sell such books. So I decided to buy a drawing book and pluck the pages out and basically just use them for my prayer journal, right? So something that I decided to do, and my prayer journal is actually so beautiful, honestly. Can you see all those colors? Like, it's so beautiful. But something that I started doing is also just like putting in sticky notes like that. And yeah, so I love doing that. I love having sticky notes just to stick in different places, to just write down thoughts, to just do different stuff. But I love sticky notes. I carry them everywhere I go with a pen. You have to have something to write. Sometimes I use my phone, but I like to have actual physical, because you don't want to give someone your phone and then like it disappears, you know, like you have to be ready for such things. You know, on the streets of Nairobi it can be a bit rough. So the next thing is the books that I'm gonna read, and I don't have the book where I note down stuff, but this book, Unlimited Power, I posted it on my Instagram maybe in December. I think it was in December when I was starting reading it, and I barely made it halfway through, but I really like this book. And so yeah, this is my next must have for 2021. I really must finish this book by the end of this year. And it has such cool insights. And I have another notebook where, and it looks just exactly like my journaling one, and I basically just write in it like the important lessons that I get from the books that I read or the podcasts that I'm listening to and stuff like that. Very helpful, because I realized that I like to write down stuff, but then I don't want to use like my journal, because it's just gonna get full and I don't like that. And I also don't want to use my prayer journal, even though it's something godly. Like, I just like to use something else, something separate. I think it's nice. So yeah, that's it. Then my next must have actually is a drawing book. And if you follow me on Instagram, and I feel like I keep plugging my Instagram, but I have to, but if you follow me on Instagram, you will see that I color. I love coloring. I posted it actually a couple of days ago, but yeah, so my coloring book, I bought this book from House of Leather. I can't remember how much it was actually, but I bought it from House of Leather, and it's called Flowers Coloring Book and Stickers Book. So it's just one of those that kids use, and this is one thing that actually helped me in 2020. I bought this book in 2020. Have not finished it. I think I'm barely halfway through as well. This is my last, I haven't finished it yet, but this is what I started working on. That's what I started working on. And yeah, it's just a nice way to reduce screen time, because that's like one of my major goals this year, reducing screen time, because I get so many headaches. So I'm not hoping, but I would like to say that because I get so many headaches, I'm just trying to reduce my screen time so that I can be good on that front, you know. So so coloring and reading have been a very good way of doing that. My next must have for this year. And actually, I showed one book, and that's one physical one that I'm gonna read. I'm trying to figure out whether I want to invest in physical books, because physical books can be quite expensive. And when I say expensive, I mean I know I can get some for like 200 bob, but then I just think about the whole idea of me going to pick them up from town, and I'm just like, don't know if I want to do that, you know. But I guess this is also a year of me like getting out of my comfort zone and doing stuff that's different. So we will see if I'm gonna spend money on actual books. But I found these really nice libraries on Instagram that sell like books for 50 bob, and there's one called M Library, which I used actually a couple of times, and I have a couple of books to read. I bought them in 2020 and I did not read them, and I realized that like it's one. I was even having this conversation with my mom. These are two different hobbies: buying books and reading books. And I realized that I love buying books, but I also love reading books. That's the thing. So I'm trying to, but then you can buy books and buy books and buy books and buy books and just keep them in a shelf and never read them. But I love reading books, so I don't want to be like that, because I feel like I can't be like that, you know. So I've decided 2021 I'm going to try as hard as I can not to buy new books, just to read what I already have. Actually, if you want to know my reading list for this year, because I have a couple of books actually, faith-based, other books, novels, just autobiographies. I have a couple of books that I need to read and I want to finish by the end of 2021. So I'm going to try my hardest not to buy any new books and to just read what I already have. Okay, so my next must-have, following from the coloring book, is first of all this pouch. The camera does not show the color like properly. I'm gonna try and take a picture and post on my Instagram. So I keep saying my Instagram, so please follow my Instagram. I will leave it down below so that you can check it out. But this really cute purse is what holds my colors. So I bought colors when I bought the coloring book, and then very recently my mom bought colors for my sister, but she already had some, so I took them. So this is what houses my colors, and this is my next must-have. I have no idea how many I've gone through at this point, so I'm just gonna keep saying next. Then my next one is a clipboard. I was telling my mom the end of last year, I was like, oh, I really want a clipboard. So she went into the store, she just picked up one for me. I think she bought it at Carrefour or something. So I don't know how much they are, did not ask, but a clipboard is so convenient. It helps me when I'm journaling, it helps me when I'm coloring, it helps me when I don't want to bend over like this. I can just put my legs up and hold it and just, you know, write stuff, color stuff, and all that stuff. So this is my next must-have. Absolutely love it. My next one is pens. My pencil case. First of all, this pencil case, I bought it 2 years ago, and of course you can't see it properly. I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out the whole YouTuber thing, but anyway, I bought this 2 or 3 years ago from my friend Chichi online store, so I will leave that in the description as well. And I bought this very cute purse. She sells such great things now. She's opened this new store called Zuri Apparel, where she like sells clothes. Honestly, that girl is like a whole babe, and so I'm gonna link it down below, and you all can go and follow her and buy her stuff, because I think she has very good quality stuff, and I think she has very good stuff. Like, they look pretty, so I 100% recommend that. So yeah, there's the pencil case, and inside it I have a few of these highlighters. I've had these highlighters for like 3 years now. Honestly, I love highlighters so much, and I love the fact that like they just don't finish that fast if you don't use them too much. So, you know, highlighters, and pens. I love pens. I'm always buying pens. And so yeah, that's basically what's in my pencil case. I mean, that's not everything that's in my pencil case, but that's one of my must-haves as well. Then I have this really cute thing as well that I like to put my other stuff, and it has like random stuff, as you can see, but it's this cute oh, look at this. Oh, it's an emoji. This is my favorite emoji, by the way, but my mom bought this for me from House of Leather, and it's so cute. But it houses some of my pens and my highlighters and my brush that I used to put gel on my hair once in a while when I do. And then I bought this, you know, do you remember these multi-purpose pens? I have this one. Some of them have stopped working, but still have it, you know. Bought it from House of Leather, and my pair of scissors. So yeah, and this is whiteout that is over. I bought it from House of Leather, but now it's finished. So as you can see, I spend a lot of money on House of Leather, but this is another cute thing that I like to have around. I think it's just convenient to put stuff in. my next thing that I am definitely going into 2021 with is my Bible. My Bible app is literally the thing that saves my life. I feel like even when I don't have anything to read, I can always look for like a Bible plan from the Bible app. And if you follow me on Instagram, I've posted a few videos where I'm talking about some Bible plans that I've done, and I think I'm going to do a bit more of that actually this year, because that was actually so much fun. So my Bible app is something that I absolutely love. Here we go, U version, and I love this app so much. I'm currently doing a plan called Bible in 1 Year 2021 with Nikki Gumbel, and it's literally the best thing in the entire world. So that's the Bible plan that I'm doing currently. Usually I'll just like add other Bible plans, but I don't know if I will this year, because I intend on reading other stuff as well, faith based. And so that's basically what my must-haves are. I'm gonna give a reading list on my Instagram, so make sure you follow that. Also comment down below what your 2021 must-haves are, like what are the things that you are definitely like getting into the year in. Also, I forgot to say, I actually bought these new blue light protection glasses from Jumia, and oh my god, this is literally the most important thing in my entire life, because I've been getting so many headaches, as I said earlier, right? So I'm trying to reduce screen time, but even when I'm on the screen, this convenient, so convenient, very, very convenient. So these are my other things that I did not mention, and I can't believe I forgot to mention them. But that's the thing. And so I'm gonna do a whole, like, I'll take a picture of this stuff and post them on my Instagram. You know what, I think I'm getting more creative, and I love it. Actually, I'm genuinely enjoying it. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. That's just a few of my must-haves from now January. I guess maybe towards the end of the year we'll see if I've used all these things, but I probably will have, because I try to keep it like small, like a small group of things. Another thing is this book. This is definitely a must-have. This is where I write all my YouTube ideas, all my creation ideas and stuff like that. Love this. Also, I use a YouTube calendar now. I'm going quite digital. I'm going quite digital actually, so that is going to be fun. I think I'm just trying to figure out how to balance it. I love having the physical, like being able to write, but when I'm doing like a book review of the book Real Love in Dating, it's just easier to use my laptop, right? When I'm doing like a song inspiration, depending on how I feel, I could write it down, or I could just use my laptop, because why not just copy paste it like that, So I mean, I guess I'm just doing a balance between it. And so I'm gonna do pictures on my Instagram, and usually my Instagram is linked to my Facebook. So if you don't follow my Instagram and you're my friend on Facebook, don't worry about it. You'll definitely get all the stuff that I am going to be posting. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what your favorite part was. Comment down below what your must-haves are for 2021. I think that will be very, very interesting, could inspire somebody. And just don't be pressured to do like extra stuff, or to want extra things. Just like do what you can, however you can, and just be yourself. Okay, bye.